Hello guys, how are you all? I hope you all are great. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the rapid prototyping. Okay, so many people have asked about what is rapid prototyping, and in my previous video I have talked about some prototype. And prototype, what is prototype? Prototype is nothing but the replica of the product which you want to create. Okay, now here we are going to see the definition of rapid prototyping. What is rapid prototyping? It is the fast fabrication of physical part, model or assembling using 3D computer aid design. So you need a 3D CAD design basically to create a rapid prototyping model. When it comes to rapid prototyping, it is the fast development of replica of any product. That's why the term rapid is there. Rapid means fast. Okay. So in this rapid prototyping, what we are going to do, we are going to create the part, model or assembly is usually completed using additive manufacturing, or more commonly known as the technique name the 3D printing. Okay, so it is one of the name of the rapid prototyping is 3D printing, right? So now let's see the next step. So it is considered as one type of rapid prototyping. That's why it is known as 3D printing, and which is an additive manufacturing technology. So one more name is there, additive manufacturing technology. So we are going to see what is the meaning of additive manufacturing technology in the coming slides. Okay, so the next step, this process begins with taking a virtual design from modeling or CAD software. See, if you want to create any product, you have to create the 3D model in any software, right? So that is your virtual prototype. So you are taking that virtual prototype and you are creating the actual product. Now the 3D printing machine reads the data of your virtual prototype from the CAD drawings and lays down the successive layers of either liquid, powder or sheet material. That depends upon the type of 3D printing machine which you are using. And what the machine is doing? The machine is building the physical model of the product, okay, based upon your input. Then what is happening, these layers which corresponds to the virtual cross section from the CAD model are automatically joined together to create the final shape. So what is happening, you are using either powder, liquid or sheet metal, okay, and we are just laying down the layers, and these layers after solidification get joins with each other, and by this your product is being developed. So the question is here now, what is additive manufacturing means? Okay, so this additive manufacturing is directly associated with the term addition, and we know addition means to add on something, right? Addition means plus. So here what is the meaning of additive manufacturing? The addition of material layer by layer through the manufacturing process, that is the additive manufacturing, right? You are doing the addition of material layer by layer, right? So here you can see the complete additive manufacturing process, right? So the first step is CAD software. CAD software, as I said earlier, you have to create the 3D CAD model in the CAD software. Into that next step, and further into the next step, you have to import the file in STL file. Then next step is the CAM software and toolpath commands file. Then again in the next step, you have to bring that file to 3D printer, and the further action is completed in the last step, that is post processing. So we are going to see these steps one by one now. Okay, so here we are going to see the first step, and the first step is 3D model development. So what you have to do, you have to create a 3D model of any product of your choice using any software, right? As I said, you have to first create the virtual prototype. Okay, so there are many softwares like SolidWorks, CATIA, ProE, Fusion 360, Tinkercad, AutoCAD, right? There are many softwares available by which you can create a 3D model of product of your choice, right? Similarly, you can see I have taken one example in the picture. Now let's move to the next step, that is step 2, and the next step is .stl format. So what you have to do now, you have to save the file in .stl format. So the question will be there, sir, what is this STL format means? So the answer is stereolithography format, right? Now again question, what is this stereolithography format? So this STL file format has become the rapid prototyping industry's de facto standard data transmission format, right? It is the standard file format of all 3D printing machine, right? So if you want to print any product, you have to have the file in .stl format, right? Because this format is going to read by the CAM software as well as the 3D printing machine only, right? So how to get this 3D printing, how to get this .stl file format? So in any software, you have to go to file option, then click on save as option, then click on the .stl format. Yeah, right. So your product shape will be saved in the .stl file format. So here you can see figure 1 is normal product or the normal virtual prototype. Figure T, here you can see once you clicked on the .stl file format, it there will be some triangulation will be formed. Okay, so it will be converted into this triangulated form of the file, right? Figure 3, here it is shown like what is happening in the .stl file format. Okay, now move further for the third step, and the third step is pre-processing. Now what you have to do, you have to open your .stl file, right, in CAM software. Remember, every machine have their own CAM software. Okay, and there are some open source software also in which you can feed the data of the 3D printing machine and you can get the conversion of the slicing. Okay, so now we will see like what is happening in the CAM software. So once you save the file in .stl format, okay, it will be further imported to the software, that is CAM software, and here I have considered the Ultimaker Cura software. Okay, so Ultimaker Cura, it is an open source software. You can download it and you can use it for further slicing operation. So here the left hand side column, you can see we can add the printer of our choice. So here I have considered one printer. Here in the left hand side you can see the dimension of your product which you want to print it. Now the step is that you have to do the slicing of the particular product. Okay, so the option of slicing is here, right? So you can do the automatic slicing, as well as here you can check there is one option like different types of slicing options are also there. Okay, so from these options you can do the manual slicing as well, right? You can do various types of setting and accordingly you can go for the slicing option. So for easy operations, what I'll do, I'll just click on the slicing operation. Once I click on this slicing operation, the machine will process the STL file and it will start to slice the complete product. Okay, and why slicing are required? Because we are going for layer by layer manufacturing. Okay, so that layer thickness is very much essential, right? So by this automatic slicing we can adjust that layer, and by this automatic slicing machine will suggest you like what slice thickness you can consider, right? So different slices will be considered. Here you can see slicing is happening, right? So now here you can see the machine has sliced complete geometry, complete product. So it will show you the time as well, right? So based upon the machine capacity the time may vary. So what I'll do, I'll click on the preview option. Once I'll click on the preview operation, here you can see what machine did. Machine has created around 360 layers of this product. Okay, so this product will be created in 362 layers. So one by one, if I want to see what is the first layer, then what is the second, third, fourth, so on. Here you can see like how this layer by layer is going to be printed by the 3D printing machine. right? So the red portion or the red part is your product, whereas the cyan color or somewhat blue color is the support material, because without support it is very difficult to manufacture the particular product, right? So if I'll go to first layer and if I want to see the tool movement, right, what I will do, I'll go to first layer from the right hand side and I'll click on this play button. So once I play this button, here you can see some kind of tool movement is happening. Okay, this shows that like how the tool is going to move to print this particular object. Okay, so the tool movement is happening. If I want to see like what is going to happen in the 47th slide, I'll click on the 47th slide and I'll click on the tool path. Okay, so it will show me like in 47th slice what is going to happen, right? Similarly, whichever slice you want to see, it will show you the tool movement. Okay, so here I clicked on 91 slice and it is showing me the tool motion, right? So by this way, layer by layer manufacturing is going to happen, and you can see a preview in this particular software. Okay, that is CAM software. And CAM software, once your slicing is being done, you can save this file to your choice of folder, and this file will be further converted into G code file. Okay, G code file, that is the tool path moment file. Okay, so if I'll click on this save to disk file, it will be saved into the further G code file. Okay, now let's move to the next step. So once the process of the step 3 is being completed, like we have converted the file into the STL file, then followed by we perform the slicing operation, we'll move ahead with the next step, that is the step 4, printing, right? So here in printing, what we are going to do, we are going to import or load the G code file into the 3D printing machine. And once we are going to load it into 3D printing machine, we will just click on the print option and we are going to see how the printing is going to be done. Okay, so that we are going to see now. Okay, thank you. So once you are done with the step for printing, we can move ahead with the step 5, and that is the post processing operation. So what is the post processing operation? Post processing is required to clean the surface material. Basically, once the printing is done, now the product is further processed for post processing, because rough surfaces are there and we want to use the product with the clean surface. Okay, so here we are going to perform some cleaning operation, finishing operation, and now after performing this operation, the product is ready to use. Okay, so this is the complete process of 3D printing from the starting to the end. Okay, thank you so much. If you like the video, please share it, like it, and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.